Yeah,
Have we heard from
it's,
Crystal?
we
I haven't.
did a trade show.
Well, I
Months.
talked
Yeah.
yesterday.
And yeah, we did it pass out at the trade show. People with pens, and everybody always has pens. So everybody always goes with pens. So the smallest amount of pens.
It's time to call to order.
7:40, you want to call to order?
Note that there are 4 board members present, 1 absent.
We need to test it properly, everybody.
So we should call down and get the other one.
Yeah.
So currently only Crystal is absent at this point. She can give us if she would like. We have a quorum to begin.
I asked her.
All right,
All right.
getting down to our roll call. We're going to go to standard business. I want to announce that the minutes from both the April board members and the reserve study conference are going to be put on the table. We need to seek some legal guidance as to what needs to be in, what can be in, and what can't be in. I initiated a call into our attorney for legal opinion. As far as the officer's report, I have nothing at this point other than the fact that you may have seen today one of our vendors, or yesterday, one of our vendors doing some evaluation on the repairs that are obvious and need to be addressed on balconies, as well as they'll be giving the last, I think we're waiting for a bid of 3 for the rest of the painting structure. The treasurer's report, I think we all got advanced copies of that. And
I can do it.
I see nothing glaring, but go ahead.
Sure. Operating account currently $32,684.48. Current reserve, oh, I'm sorry, this is as of the end of May 31st, 2026. Reserve account $80,239.57 with no other assets remaining covered or current. Total other assets with no liability is $115,397.55, which is as expected. As Pat said, there was no exceeding factors outside of that. Going through and looking at how it plans towards the budget, there's nothing that is currently over budget that needs to be pointed out, except for snow, which is to be expected as of this time of year because it's going to be made up in November or December, as the contracts run November, December, January, February, March, April. So all good.
And we budget those for each of those months?
We do, yes, we have
So
it.
an annual?
Correct, yes. So while it looks like we would be behind in snow plowing, because we're not actually going to incur any cost for the next 4 months, that will balance itself out by November, and we will be right back on budget with no issues whatsoever.
Okay.
Reserve transfers have been going through, as you can tell by the increased amount of money in the reserve. And currently, with the AR report, we are exactly where we need to be with people being on time with payments. So across the board, financials look good.
Good, thank you. Is there this manager's report is from Redbrick, anything?
Yeah, you actually said that the only thing that I got from management report was that there were people around inspecting the deck and balconies for painting and wood replacement, getting bids. I would have sent out notice, but they decided to do it without letting me know. So I apologize for them doing it. However, I did make them go and put signs up so that if you did see them, hopefully you saw the sign and understood where they were coming from at least.
They already did.
I'm sorry?
They already been here.
Yes, that's what I was saying. So again, that's really all I had for that. The rest will be in the business section.
Okay. Under a new category of old business, now it's new, it's unfinished business.
Correct.
As far as the reserve study goes, we had a meeting, some of you were able to participate, and study. There are some adjustments that I've asked Bob to work with the vendor to identify what projects they did or did not include that would already normally be budgeted for on an annual basis for the period 27 to 31. I think those are the numbers you're looking at, Bob, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a number, for those of you that were in the meeting, we had like 6 next steps, and I think there were 6, and those are still in progress. It's only been a few weeks since we had that reserve study workshop, so we're still gathering more information and reviewing some of the considerations that were shared during the workshop, and we're just not ready to even discuss it further until all the information is gathered, both from existing files and perhaps new files that are coming in from proposals from vendors that are looking at painting-related projects and roofing.
Do you have a target date to get that completed by?
I would like to get it done within the next 2 weeks.
Will we get together again, or will we just assume that what increase you got is valid based on what we paid for and what they presented, and then we will then make it available to the general populace per their requests?
I think we need to wait to see what comes in and then determine whether we need to get together again or not. Because if there's no changes from what we discussed, then that can go in one direction, but if we get a lot of information that causes us to pause at a few items, then we will have to get together again.
Okay, great.
Where would that information come from?
Information is going to come from Red Brick and from contractors. It's going to come from reviewing our governing documents. As you recall from the workshop, we need to go through the list of the responsibilities that were in the reserve study, because it was a lot more of it was a longer and a more specific list than the shorter version of that list in our governing documents. So we need to double check the narrative part of the governing documents, and then just make sure that the two are aligned, because we don't want to convey that one. A lot of people will be confused because if this list says one thing and this list says the other, we want to make sure everything is aligned with the governing documents.
Right, and if you come across any glaring errors, please let me know, because we're going to have to then seek legal counsel on that as to what needs to be done with it.
Right, because it could result in clarifications to our own governing documents.
Okay, thank you. Next item would be, we've got a couple of projects of concrete repair. John, you have an update on that?
I do, and with a person, we've looked at 8A paving concrete to do both projects. They were, we did gather 3 bids for that. 8A were able to offer, if we did it on the same day, a $3,000 discount in order to make their bid a little bit more competitive. They were by far the lowest, and I know them well. So I'm going to suggest that tonight we go ahead and approve the concrete bid for both the stairs and over Ramirez for a total of $16,000.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, these are already approved projects, though.
Correct, we have to ratify.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, we just need a motion to ratify this one.
All right, let's-
So it's $16,336.88, so just a motion and
Let's see if she's coming in or not.
sure.
As it relates to,
And that's for 333,
Perfect.
for,
Yes, perfect.
Vernier.
I have my phone next to me.
Yeah, the staircase and.
thank you.
Okay, John, when we look at our budget through the end of May, under repairs and maintenance, concrete work is not in there.
Correct, this will be, as we discussed, a reserve account, or a reserve.
So that's where the money's going to come from, out of reserves.
okay,
I'm sorry,
Sure.
it was Crystal, so I didn't hear.
Sure.
When do you expect these projects to begin?
Fingers crossed, I heard July 7th.
I approved the payment.
Correct. We just need to ratify.
Okay. So it's gonna start, we hope, July 7th?
That was the last one.
right. balcony repair update, is that still?
We still need a motion.
I'm sorry,
Need a motion for that.
for this one?
For the
Oh, for the concrete?
Concrete, yeah.
concrete, yes.
I'll entertain a motion, someone will make it.
I'll make a motion that we approve the concrete work at the amount shared by John.
Janice, second.
Second?
Yep. Second.
All those in favor say
Sorry.
aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
And again, last day was contacted, which was yesterday, they were planning on being here at 7. I'm going to contact the parties directly in order to make sure that they have access as well as know when they can go ahead. But the company is also going to contact them and provide egress as well. Not like it's going to be too complicated, but I want to make sure everybody knows where to go and what to do. Next, balcony repair update, we kind of went over it, there's nothing presented this time, but as we did say, the third company was wandering around, but they took a good look at it. They're presenting materials as not only painting, but repair, which is just basics, and then wood replacement that's necessary as well, so anything's rotting and everything like that. They're putting it all together. Again, I have 2 bids already for that are laid out by address. And the intention is that it's going to be done by worst to best. And once that is, we get those finals, we get everything in there and decisions made, that is how they will proceed. So once again, for that, we'll just table it for now because we're still waiting on that last one, but I anticipate it being ready by the end of the holiday, so next week, honestly, and then a decision can be made at the next meeting, whenever that chooses to be.
Do we need to do that before the meeting? Get approval?
It depends how we want to break it up, which again, I would recommend we get those last couple before we discuss that. Because it's possible that we could do it in multiple different
Because,
pieces.
we ran into this a couple of years ago where we did some painting repair late in the season that didn't work out
Yeah,
well.
right, which is why we'll get this next week and we'll move from there.
Right.
So next on here is the driveway and seal coating. As you all have seen, we got 3 proposals from 3 different companies for the driveway and seal coating. That includes crack filling as well as any damaged areas would not be seal coated, that would be replaced completely. All of those are in your packet as you've seen them prior as well. My personal recommendation at this point would be to go with Seal Right. They have the middle amount of the 3 bids that we did receive. However, they have a cleaner scope of work as well as a better contact, and I have a little bit more experience working with them and also a direct line in case anything were to happen. So that's just my personal recommendation, as your professional recommendation. But again, we got the 3.
What's the value on that one?
That was 5,600. The from Dubois is 5281, and ANA's was way above that. ANA's was 7,100.
I would entertain a motion to select a vendor and approve same. This is part of a longer-term strategy that was identified in the reserve study that we should take a look at this on a biannual basis, as opposed to semi. Biannual meaning every other year, so that we can plan, so future boards can then plan for this expense in 27, 29, and 31, targeted at least. As Bob so skillfully pointed out, we can only commit to what we know for next year, but once again, just as a strategy. I would entertain a motion to take John's recommendation on the vendor and approve the dollars associated.
I second it.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Silence.
All right. So I can get a signature tonight and bring that out there tomorrow, and we'll get that on the schedule as well.
From the standpoint of coordination, or something that we've been remiss in the past on. You know, it's obviously a couple of day process when we're going to have a bunch of cars that need to find a home.
Correct.
Well, this time they will not be able to find a home on the garage roof that belongs to the tower, I can tell you that. Because that is, it's not in the proper condition for parking cars there. There's too much damage.
That's not a proper condition, people walking through. I took a header up there the other day.
When the dates and time is scheduled, I will work with not only whomever needs to be around here, but also with the local authorities in order to find a place for all those cars, and then to make sure that everybody gets notice and signs are posted and such.
Yeah, the other thing that I would caution us on, I think we need to make sure that proper use of our two lots.
Correct. Well, the two lots are going to be included in this as well.
I understand what I'm saying, I don't want people's driveways and the lots done at the same time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No worries.
So
We'll make
at
sure.
least people can move some of their vehicles on those lots.
Correct.
If it's weather permitting, we do have access to a piece of property over here that we park on the grass on a limited time basis, that's our property.
Got it.
Well, I'm sure we can also ask the association on St. Andrews, I'm sure they will be amenable to
Sure.
letting us park
The
there.
way that this is laid out is two separate sections. One would be north, one would be south. It would
Okay.
include one parking lot in each, so we would have the extra parking lot that would be open.
And it's, the access to same, it's a 2-day process.
Correct.
We don't have a date for that yet.
No, we just assigned it, so
So
this,
if you give me a date, I will contact Michelino, who's the president.
No problem.
And we can work something out, I'm sure.
absolutely.
I think they cooperated with us last
They did.
time also.
Sure, go ahead.
Speaking of parking lots, where are we with our parking passes? I know we approved Anchor. Where are we with that?
It's on the table for the board to consider at this point. We have everything that we need in order to roll it out. I just need a decision on when, where, how, and if.
Can we make a decision right now, like
100%.
as soon as possible?
Yeah, there was what John had sent me, I think, it's a long time ago, so I don't have a picture. It was just a anchor, and the red was for a resident, and the green was for a guest. And it just said, Dominion, Antio, Monet, I believe. And so you knew by looking at a car who was a resident and who was a guest.
So then we make a motion, I'll make a motion that we.
We're still doing.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I thought we were
sorry.
We haven't approved it. Is it approved?
I didn't drink the second.
Yeah.
All right. My mistake. Skipping around here.
No worries.
Okay.
Parking pass?
So I'll make a motion that we prepare and distribute the parking passes as soon as possible.
I'll second it, but then we do need to decide how many guest passes.
Correct.
One is going to get, and I don't think we,
I think we say 5.
Let's take a look at what the rules and regulations say, and then we can figure out exactly what's necessary. I don't want to make,
I don't think there's a limit in the rules and regs.
let's make sure before we make an actual decision on that. And then if we need to ratify that, we can do that.
And we'll have an implementation date to
Oh, yeah.
start following the rules.
Whenever you said it. Obviously, we have to get them printed and delivered, which I would assume would take about 4 weeks-ish. So I'd say maybe a month after we receive it and distribute it.
So we're looking at an August 1st implementation.
I would think that'd be a doable date.
I noticed that with one exception, there's been a better performance by you in the South Lawn. There's only one car there that's questionable that I've seen lately. And
I think
it's
the
a
2 hours
car.
before it's getting out parked.
You know, to me, it's illegally, but we know the derivation of that. So,
Correct.
all right.
So John, are you suggesting we hold off on a vote until you get the details out, and then we can do a provisional?
I mean,
Because right now, we're just saying
Honestly, I do say let's hold off because I'm not sure it actually needs a code or anything, because we're enforcing the rules as it is, as written. So it's not as if we would need a motion to follow that.
But this has been going on for a year. This goes back to zero. So that's why I'm kind of anxious to get it.
No, I'm saying if you give me permission, I'll order it tomorrow and we'll just be good and done. I think internally it should be
I think it
tabled.
would be a good idea to order them,
Yeah,
and then if you need to figure out the rules, which
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know anything out there that is a rule. But order them now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll get it ordered tomorrow. We'll get everything in place for rollout on August 1st. And then if anything needs to be followed up on, we'll table it for now and follow it up at the next meeting.
So clear in my mind, Jeff, we're approving this conditionally now?
No approval necessary. It's just we're ordering
So each home will get 2 residents
2 residents
and then guests.
and then
5 guests,
we'll look at
whatever it is.
Are there some homeowners that have more than 2, have more than 2 cars? Is that legitimate? I guess would be the question. Anybody aware of multiple? I know.
Well, almost everybody, there's one place where parking is different from
Correct.
one association. Most everybody has 2 spots in their garage and 2 spots in their driveway. So that's 4. And then we're not looking to keep homeowners from parking their vehicles.
Your safety is a guess.
What we're looking for is to keep other people from taking our spaces so that our homeowners have a space to park. So I don't care how many passes you give to homeowners, you know.
Right.
It doesn't, give them a lot if they need a lot. What we're trying to do is keep people, be able to identify cars that do not belong to homeowners or their guests. That's what we're looking to accomplish.
Agree with that.
I hope I said that succinctly. Probably not.
Around the way it works. That's pretty much an unfinished business.
Just the gutter cleaning update quickly. As you all know, the gutter cleaning was completed. They will be back come end of October or November, depending on when leaves fall. They're contracted per twice a year, so one's done, one is on the way, once leaves fall. So that's the only update for that.
And have we got their understanding that they clean up after themselves? There were a couple incidents.
They got
that
They got a nasty phone call. So,
I'm sure they're scared to death.
yeah.
All right,
I could just make a comment about gutters too, because I know the gutters were all clean, but with all the wind blowing now and a lot of the residual tiny leaves that are coming down, I've been noticing in our own little filters on the downspouts that they're getting clogged. So anybody that has those filters, check them frequently, because even though the gutters are clean, there are still things blowing in them with these winds. And if you're nearer trees than others, be more vigilant too.
As pointed out here, there is no new business at this time, is that correct?
That's correct, unless you would like to add something?
No.
All right.
Not on our sheet, I guess, is
Oh, my mistake.
the lovely and ever popular
Homework.
homeowners open forum. Anybody have any questions for the board or whatever?
I have a question.
Go ahead, Laura.
When are you thinking to do this driveway seal for coating?
We just signed the contract now. I'll put it in and I'll have a date as soon as they have availability. I can't imagine that they're more than 4 to 6 weeks out. So it'll probably be, I would say, a good estimate, but not to put it in stone. Mid-August-ish would probably be good.
Okay, last year we did in November or late of
Correct.
October, and by the snow was melting, it was no coating anymore because there are snow cleaning coming, all the damaging. My suggestion to do it not in a fall, do it in April, to at least enjoy all summer a nice good coating.
You're correct. Part of the issue with that is you can't usually get a price. You can, it's just, they may or may not be able to stick to it because of the asphalt that needs to be created and priced, which means that sometimes getting a bid in November of the previous year is not necessarily viable, or we're able to do that. So we'll do it as quickly as possible.
Then leave it this year, just skip this year and do it in April. Get an estimate in March,
Well, we haven't decided already, so.
because we don't enjoy it. You spend money, you coat it, but it's all gray when snow melting. We don't enjoy it.
Okay, so
Your concern is noted, thank you.
Okay, and
Sure.
another question regarding balcony repair. When these do you think to do? Also this year?
yes, we're looking at this year depending on what the bids come back like, and again, looking to do it worst to best.
Again in August, July, August, or September? November?
That's what we're looking at. Can't guarantee anything at this point, but if all goes well, that would what we would be aiming for.
Okay.
You have a question?
I do. I forgot earlier, where are we with the garbage contract?
I have it on my calendar and it's ticking away for the end of July for switchover, so I'm on top of it.
So we're good.
Yes.
So don't get automatically renewed.
Yeah, and I'll make sure that everybody gets all the instructions and everything that's necessary for old cans and for the new cans and
Have
such.
we picked a company?
Yeah, we approved it last year.
We did, but we were a year ahead of the expiration of our contract.
And they said they would honor their proposal.
Who's the vendor, by the way?
Oh, off the top of my head.
Wasn't it Flood?
Was it Flood Brothers? I get them all mixed up, honestly, but I can verify.
I want to say Flood because that's who the city would get is.
Right.
I think that's correct.
And who, I raise it as Sandra Porteous forecasted.
Yeah, can we confirm the billing cycle?
Absolutely.
I have
Go
one
ahead,
more
Nara.
question, yeah. Regarding this golf repair, do you guys have a blueprints out there? Why I am asking, it looks like they are raising their soil length, how, whatever you call it. And it looks like when it's rain, it doesn't drain well. My concern is if they raise their length, it can come, rain can come in our way. I may be wrong, I'm not architect, but I'm just asking, did they contact with Red Brick? Are they working together or they just separate for themselves?
We don't
Yeah.
control what they do, Mayor, on this.
We don't
They
control,
have-
but can we raise our concern or it's not concern?
The DHOA is, they're the people that are working with the
The
Forest.
Master
Oh,
The
you
Association.
know?
Master Association.
And it appears, just from looking out my window, that they're putting a drainage system along the west end of the fairway that looks like it will feed back into one of the ponds that they've either created or behind the houses at,
West meaning towards us.
Yes.
yes, yeah, the closest to you.
Yeah, and I'm concerned.
Yeah, the other thing to keep in mind is they're not done.
Yeah.
They are moving a lot of earth right now, and they're going low to put in new pipes right now, and it'll be regraded to cover the pipes and everything, so it's a work in progress, so sometimes we'll see a mountain in front of us,
Yeah,
then it'll be gone like in a week, because they're moving the dirt elsewhere. so.
I believe on the Forest Reserve's website, there is a schematic. I think Ed showed it to me at one time. I just forgot what the,
There's also
You
a
are-
map in the hallway upstairs, did you see that? when you came in?
Yeah.
A layout,
layout of what's been.
right by the door upstairs in this building.
no, it is.
It's there. it may have changed since that, but we don't have that.
2 items. The new garbage contract, I know when it was discussed a month or so back, it was mentioned that pickup will be on the same day, which is Wednesday. It hasn't changed that?
No, it has not changed as
Right.
far as I know.
Sure.
We'll make sure that it's.
There were several years ago when we moved to that contract where it used to be on a Monday, the same day as the neighboring association's garbage was picked up. And then I don't know what the details were, but it was changed for some reason to Wednesday. I'm just wondering if anyone would be in agreement that it would be better to have the neighborhood be full of garbage cans only 1 day a week as compared to 2 days.
And
Somebody
maybe
just-
part of the reason we wanted to change to flood also because they're already on our property.
Correct.
And we were gonna try to coordinate.
I also just verified it was full. Yes, so that's certainly something that can be discussed.
Because they're already here.
Yeah, for the
Before we sign the
contract.
contract.
Yeah, absolutely. For Wilson's again. So
Yeah.
just let me know. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, it's not Mike.
No, I'm.
My only concern about, Mondays, well, it makes sense. A lot of holidays on Mondays, and then, then you're doing things on Tuesday, and, you get hung up on schedule, so.
We did it for decades on Monday, and we lived, survived. So,
Wait for my time.
so we survived. The next question would be regarding the trimming of the bushes and whatnot.
Sure.
Do you happen to know if that's complete, considered complete?
Do not know, honestly. I'll have to find out from that long.
They were trimming today,
Down on the south side, but not up on the north side.
yeah.
The reason I ask is, I think it was preceding 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, the landscapers were trimming in my front yard. They cleaned up my bushes that are dead and dying from dogs peeing on them. Then they came back the following week and trimmed up the serviceberry bush, that's the big bush in my tree. And they trimmed again my bushes that were dying as a result of dogs peeing on them. While ignoring all the other bushes in that area as well. So I'm just kind of confused. And then this week they didn't do anything.
Understood. Are you, just so I can clarify, you're referring to the ones that are west of your garage, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll follow up with
Well,
that.
I've got like an ornamental area.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They did all that, actually twice.
Okay,
But the bushes, like most of us have directly adjacent to our garage wall.
further to the east, you mean?
I mean, they're literally directly touching the garage wall.
That's what I'm thinking.
Many of us have.
They're in the west side.
I don't think they've done any of the evergreens yet.
Okay.
And that might be the case.
Just in
Either way, I'll follow up and find
That's not a
out.
fact.
That's not a problem.
And again, I know for years we've given homeowners the opportunity to put red ribbons out.
Correct.
And we weren't, none of that was, there was no communication with regards to that.
If they join
They're
in,
coming.
I will follow up and make sure that that's rectified.
Yeah, I know, I see now you're sending emails and so forth more often to communicate, so the red ribbon update would be awesome.
Yeah, if whatever I can pass along, I will.
Yeah, the evergreens would be a separate project, because
Correct, as far as I remember.
I found out when my project was going on in my backyard, that this bush that grows in front of my bedroom window is actually a weed.
Oh.
But they did trim it today, and it looks so good.
How about
Yeah,
the bush?
Just to further
It's-
update, I have not heard that
according to-
they're done in
According
any
to my
sort of way.
landscaper.
So,
Do they normally communicate that we're done and
yes,
then you give you the opportunity to go out and evaluate their work?
correct. And not only that, that's before we anticipate, or before we actually approve their bill for that as well. Okay.
I
So we-
received them.
What's
I
that?
have not received them.
No, because we're not even close to that. He's saying in years past that we hold that bill until we are satisfied with what it's.
Perfect.
That'll be the same.
Anything else?
I would like to just comment,
Sure.
enjoyed, I don't know who did it, but the Dominion News came out, was that,
I did that.
George, thank you for doing that, because that reflected a lot of the things
We'll put the
that
red tags in that.
came from the walk around with John, the reserve study, and some other tips, so
Great.
appreciated that coming out.
Yeah, people need to be aware of their obligations as it relates to.
Oh, for sure.
The architectural form, they know that we've had some done, some not done, some done post the event happening, but we need to make sure that we keep on track of that, because there are some responsibilities that the homeowner has when they do projects on their property.
Correct.
So I did bring some extra architectural change forms so that people can take them if they are considering doing anything on the outside of their home.
Is yours has the secondary page?
I do not have a secondary.
That's the important thing at this point.
Okay, I'll put that with the next newsletter, but I didn't have a copy of it that I could find. But anybody who wants, you can start with this, and there's a second form if you intend on doing anything with the exterior of your home.
Well, one last quick comment regarding the parking lots and people, there's no language in the rules that speaks to how many people can park in a parking
I
lot.
believe that's correct.
Apart from the idea that Dorothy alluded to, it's exclusively meant for homes.
I agree.
So if you guys are waiting to verify that, and save yourself some time, just get on the road with this.
That's the plan.
Thank you.
All right.
But my concern always has been that there are some illegal cars being parked there. So I'm trying to run out and figure out.
Well, there certainly is. There's cars that are parking their tires in the grass is dying, creating ruts. Some
Flat
white
tires.
van with a missing front bumper.
Flat tire.
You know, John,
Huh?
Flat tires.
No, yeah, but probably.
In past. Not-
Sure, I'm sure.
once we do get the parking passes, residential and guest, and any of us see cars being parked there without the pass, how do we handle it? Do we call
Calls.
Redbird?
Yep.
What if it's after hours?
Okay.
An overnight deal?
Doesn't matter. Well, we have 24-hour service that will handle it. Yeah, it goes for anybody.
I mean, we hate to see our neighbors.
Yeah, of course. If you want to report, once we have that out there, again, feel free to call into Red Brick and use the, if you really want to, the emergency line to report anything, say if it's super egregious, we can get it told that